Hmm. City streets of New York to the jungles of Wakanda. Sense of smell. 12 hours? Oh, hello, friends. Welcome to Battle Arena, a new segment here on RVA Returners where we test new decks and see what we can come up with. Stick around. It's going to be a good time. The deck I'm playing is 4-color Warrior of Light. I think with Warrior of Light being a big focus in this set, this is just something really fun to try. You have a Warrior of Light from Wind, Water, and Fire. That all they buff, they give 1K to their respective color and to all Warriors of Light. And then you have Wool, who's also Warrior of Light, and both versions of him. Now, granted, the idea is clearly you can't have them both out at the same time. The idea is to use the Light Wall for utility to put them into your hand to recur them from the graveyard. Then just have him chump block early, and then replace him with the wall you really want to have. We also have a Light Warrior of Light to reduce the damage on pretty much all your Warrior of Light forward. So the idea is to have a board full of big buff guys that are taking less damage. Then we use Cecil to try to clear the board in the mid to late game because I think that card is just insane. Then we're using our summons, Hecaton Chairs, because our guys will be bigger and taking less damage. Cockatrice to stop guys from blocking. Bismarck just for favorable blocks. Leviathan is Leviathan. And then we're using, with all the light cards we're running, it makes sense to have Cosmos. And it also allows us to put Luneth and Arc on the board, in addition to using cards like Tama and Star Sybil to cheat those guys into play. And Shantoto in case things get hairy. So we're going to shuffle it up and see how it goes.
Alright, so the deck I'm playing today is Water, Lightning, Knights, which I think as of Opus 5 has become a very real deck, like actual pretty competitive. So the cards that I'm running is a 3 of Beatrix, who's a knight. Zidane, since I'm running a pretty good amount of 9 characters, so I'm able to tutor him out as well as he gives me extra draw power. The 2 new 11 knights are Corellia and Tyrion to buff my knights and just to give some forwards some extra power, as well as a special that could maybe be relevant. I'm still running both. I'm running both Steiners, one for search power, one just as a big knight and maybe draws me a card later in the game. 2 Agrius to search out my Avelia, which is down there to buff my knights, and then the new Ramza, which I think puts the deck kind of over the top, who can potentially become like a 2-drop 11K essentially in this deck. The summon packages are 3 Leviathan, 2 Bismarck. I think these are pretty strong, and since I'm running just the water package, I'm running the 2-drop Yuna to make my summons cheaper. I am running a little monster package with Tonberries to combo with Bismarck and to make my trades favorable, as well as Black Knight just to make things awkward for my opponent to play forwards. Then I have some smaller guys over here, so I have the Dice Dog just for trading purposes. One really small Ramza just to maybe if I need board early, and then Gordon is a great blocker since I have the new backup that can ready princes and knights. I have Destin to make Tryon cheaper, as well as Clady cheaper. And then, like I said, summons as like countermeasure to summons, the Avelias to buff my knights, Lancers to give my guys first strike, Goltana as a tutor, and Aiko also as a tutor. So let's see how it performs and shuffle it up.
So I got my juice. Let's go ahead and roll for first.
All right.
All right. That's a 2. That's a 3. We got there.
All right.
All right. So the way this is going to work is we're playing. It's pretty much first to 2, so 2 out of 3 potentially. So yeah, the way we're gonna do it, we high roll for the first game, and then we're just gonna alternate. Very similar to how you play a set of Magic. Loser gets to choose play or draw. All right, so let's go ahead and start game 1. I think I keep this. This is pretty much a snap keep, and the reason for that is you see, I have a Cosmos in my hand, and I have a lot of Warriors of Light. In this deck, if you see Cosmos in the opening hand, it is a snap keep because that's just going to make your life so much easier.
Yeah, and I think I keep mine as well, even though I don't have any lightning cards right now, but I do have backups that I can play, and I have a tutor that I'm able to get later.
Well, especially if you're on the draw, too.
Yeah.
If you're on the draw, that definitely helps. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get that first rip off the top. All right, so I think where we start here is, I think we're going to I think we're going to pitch the Bismarck, and we're going to go ahead and drop Cosmos as advertised. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my draws in. So I think what we're gonna do is, let's see. So I think I'm gonna hold on to my lightning card that I drew, just in case I draw something later that I need to play.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to pitch the Talon Berries, which doesn't feel super good. I think I play. Let's see. I think I played the Summoner.
Yeah, always a good choice.
And then I pass to
you. Ship it back. So we're going to draw 2 more. Let's see here. So I think what we do is I'm going to go ahead and just tap this for a blue. No, we're going to tap it for a red. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Tama, and we're going to go ahead and drop Luneth, and I think we're going to ship it back.
Sure.
Already ahead. We've got a color in that we're not even running in the deck, other than him.
Cards in here?
I have 4 cards in the grip, sir. We're going to pull that off the table, because that's going to get annoying if that keeps happening.
So I think I'm going to tap the Summoner.
Let me first say what I'm playing is probably not good at all. I mean, if anybody's watching this and they think they were curious about trying something like this, man, please, by all means, blow up the comments with how this deck could be better.
I think I'm going to pitch a Steiner, play as a Dane.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to make you discard.
Oh, that's fine. I think what we'll do is we will go ahead and pitch the Hecaton chair.
And then I think I'll pass over to you.
Yeah, we like that. We'll draw 1, 2. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tap this, pitch a Refia, and we're going to play a Refia. And we're going to go to combat, I think.
Okay.
We're going to swing with Luneth.
All right.
We're going to turn him sideways.
Let's see here. So I have some plays.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just because he's already kind of starting to get set up, I don't want to get too overwhelmed with the Warriors of Light, where they're buffing a bunch of people. So I need to decide if I want to use my Bismarck now or not.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about Bismarck is it does cost 2, so I'm really just losing 1 card, but I do get a trade here, assuming that he doesn't have any kind of response on top of it. I think because I saw him pitch the Hackathon chair, I think I'm pretty safe, so I'm going to go ahead and block.
Sure.
And then I'm going to pitch Clady to play a Bismarck.
Sure. Choosing the... Sure. Yeah, so he'll lose the power and he'll die.
Yeah, so he'll reduce down to 4K since he's got the 1, and then so he'll get the trade in.
Yep, and then what I'll do is, I think at that point I just pass.
Yeah. Alright, so I think what I do now, because I don't really mind if these 2 trade off, I think I'll go to combat and I'll send
Yeah, and we eat that.
And
that's a wall. I kind of wouldn't mind having that.
Pitch a Black Knight to play an Ico.
Yeah, get you a fresh search.
I think I might get a Steiner.
That's fine. I've against water these days. You have to expect a Bismarck every time you attack.
And
now the thing is, I had something for it. But I couldn't have. I mean, having a Leviathan in hand does kind of change things. But I think it's so early in the game, you don't really mind it. Because I got plenty more Warriors of Light. They're always overcoming adversity. It's fun.
And I'll pass it up.
All right. So we're going to draw 1, 2. All right. Well, this becomes a little bit easier. I think I'm just going to pitch these 2, and we're going to drop Warrior of Light.
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and go to the combat phase.
Yep.
We're going to get in there with Refia. And I think we pass it up. If nothing else, this deck looks like it's just going to be a lot of fun to play. Would I take this to a tournament? No. Would I take it to a weekly or like a casual, like open play? Every damn week I would.
And he'll get 2nd place every time.
And somehow I'll get 2nd place.
So I think what I do here, I tap on, pitch another Black Knight.
Yeah, do it.
A Dice Star.
Yeah, you got it.
And then I think I pass it up.
Yeah. So we're going to go 1, 2. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is... I think I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to swing with Refia.
Sure. I think we take that one.
Sure. And then I'll swing with the warrior.
I'll take that one as well. He's first.
Yeah, get you a burst.
I think that's what we want.
Well, you always get queen bee. I think that's always the play.
Yeah.
And then I think the smart play is to just pass it up after that.
Sure. You cut if you want.
You know what? I will give it a good old cut. The classic. That's how we do it. That's how we do it in card games. Of course, we have Drew and we have Matt Jordan finally making an appearance in one of our, pieces of content. Also, he will be helping Adam, I believe, with the Lightning set review for Opus 5. That'll be fun. A little cross promotion there.
I think you pitched.
No, we're doing Steiner. Well, now what does that card do when it comes
So
in?
she searches for a value.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Probably the only reason that card's in the deck.
She also has first strike.
Oh, that's also good, too.
Yeah.
Seems real good.
And then I think we play the Avelia.
Yeah, you got it.
And then we go to combat.
Yeah, absolutely you do. You swing. Yeah, we'll do that. Sweet. We're going to grab an 11 character. Now we got some options, but not many. Really, I think my only options in this deck are actually another Star Sybil or Shantoto.
Star Sybil cannot grab herself.
She,
Yes,
yeah,
she
you
can.
sure can. So she can only grab a Shantoto. So I think I'll just grab a Shantoto and we'll just go from there. There you are. You can give that the old cut.
But sometimes just having access to them.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I think we swing to
Yeah, we get there. All right.
pass.
All right. So, So let's see. Things are getting weird. Things are getting really, really weird here. Wait, how many cards you got in your hand?
3.
3? Okay. So I think what we have to do here is I gotta see what he's got in his hand. So I think what I do is I go to combat first.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing with Raffia.
Okay. I'm gonna declare block.
Sure.
And I'm gonna Leviathan for white.
I'm going to respond to that
Sure.
by tapping, and we're going to deal that damage to. No, I think we're going to go ahead and deal it to. Yeah, we're going to deal it to this guy.
Okay.
Killing him, he'll put 7 somewhere, but it won't
It has
kill
to
him.
be active. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, and then he'll bounce back to the hand.
Sure. So she's a 7K first strike.
Let's see. I will. Cockatrice.
Sure.
So that way it'll just.
Yep.
So she'll die because he's a 7. Yeah.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not dead. I put it in my yard. It's not dead. Oh, I guess right because I pitched that for the special. And then I think what I do next turn, I go ahead and pitch these 2. I'm going to play Wool.
Sure.
So look at the top 5. Grab a Warrior of Light. Hot.
Shocker.
So what you're saying is I have a lot of options. Honestly, I think I grab Ingus or Luneth. Not that it matters. I think I grab Ingus, and we'll put those on the bottom, and we will end the turn. Straighten my discard pile up here. Yeah, that's yeah. Steve is drawing a card.
Okay, we pass.
All right. I think what happens here is I pitch these 2. We play Warrior of Light.
Yep.
I think we go to combat.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing with Wool.
Okay, he's a
8K. He's an 8K that takes 2K less damage.
I'll block with Steiner.
Sure. So Steiner's a 9K.
Yep.
So he'll live.
Yep.
And then I will swing with Raffia.
I'll take that.
And then I pass the turn. So the synergy seems to be happening so far. Granted, this deck just gets dumpstered by one little Archie boy. One archer sends my ass packing. Though I say that, but ideally, I think you can play around Archer. I just don't think you play the wall, or in this case, if I played the wall, I don't play the Warrior of Light this turn. I play the Ingus that I got. So you have options. Because that would have made wall a 9K as well.
What I do is I play Gordon.
Yeah, he becomes a hell of a blocker.
2 cards in there.
I got 2 in the grip.
I'm gonna tap this, pitch this, play Ranza for 3.
Yeah.
So he's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
So he now has haste.
Yeah.
Go to combat.
Yeah.
So we're
swing,
gonna
and he'll
tap
break
it.
Raffia.
Yep. Break
Yep.
Raffia.
And let's see. We'll take that.
And I think I pass.
Sure. I'll go 1, 2. Well, because we love it, we're going to tap that for blue, pitch that. We're going to play Raffia.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go. Do I go to combat? Yeah, I think I'll go to combat.
I'll block with Stein again.
Sure. And then I'll pass because they'll just bounce.
Yep.
Go
That's
ahead.
enough.
Yep.
So go to combat.
Yep.
Tap Ranza for
Break
18.
Raffia. Sure. And we'll take that.
Right. He's just an 8, right?
Yep. That takes 2K less.
Yep. I think we swing for 9K.
And I'll jump in front.
Yeah, I'll buff him by 1.
How does that happen?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's fine. We'll die.
and then I will pass.
Sure. We're going to draw our 2. This becomes easy.
Shantoto.
We're going to Shinto.
Yeah.
And then we will pass the turn back. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That didn't matter. Truth be told, that's probably the play we should have did before, just to prevent, but it's fine.
Currently target itself, doesn't matter. Pass.
Sure. 1, 2. I think we go 1. Yeah, I think we go 3 and we drop Ingus. Go ahead.
No cards in hand?
None in the hand. None in the grip.
Alright, so I think what we do first, go to combat.
Yeah, we eat that.
Yeah, buff it, sorry.
Sweet. We're just going to grab... Do we grab... No, you know what? We fail to find. Boom.
And I think we go 2, drop Gordon,
Sure.
and we pass.
1, 2. Oh, we just don't have enough juice. I think I just tap these 2, play that, and I pass.
Alright. So I think we go to combat first.
Yep.
I'll buff itself.
Yeah, either way, we got it at 7. So that's game 1. The Ramza was really, really good against me. I think what needs to happen is I need to be able to take care of that guy early. I do have answers for it in the deck. Couple Warrior of Lights out with Warrior of Light Special or Hecaton Chair. So I have options. Just a matter of getting them out.
Yeah. Was the summoner thing up giving you any trouble? Or?
No. Because I didn't have any summons in my hand that were useful.
I was just scared.
Because I pitched them all.
I was scared of the battle chair.
Yeah, I saw nothing that was helpful. Ramza breaking the Raffia twice was the problem.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a matter of getting out to the right start. You seem like you were firing on the right cylinders. Thankfully, you didn't have the Gordon backup.
Yeah, I had a pitcher early.
Or the backup, yeah, the backup that activates a print, so he can get the old double block.
Yeah, I had to pitch her early just because I needed to play some other stuff. I was a little short on Lightning Man a lot of the games, so I was trying to hold stuff so I can play Ramses later.
Yeah, and what really hurt there that last turn, I had a Cecil, but I was 1 mana short. I could generate 4 CP, not 5, and I could have dropped him and taken care of the 4 drop, and then I would have been able to stabilize. I think what I should have done on my turn, I should have swung, forced the issue, and then played the Shantoto a turn before to prevent some damage. But
yeah,
but we'll see. So we'll go on to game 2. And I will take the play for game 2, I think.
sounds good. I think we keep this.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to try it because we're ballsy. So we're going to draw our 1. Yeah, it wasn't great. But we're just going to pitch this and this. And we're going to go ahead and start with Light Wall. So we're going to reveal the top 5. And we get a Warrior of Light. Hey, look at that. We got a couple more options. So I think what we do is we grab just Refia because I like Refia. And we'll put those on the bottom and we'll pass.
So I think we go. Yeah, I think we pitch Steiner, play Velia. And then I think we pass after that.
All right. All right, well, I guess first things first, we're going to go to combat.
Yep.
Sweet. We're going to pitch this, and we're going to play a backup. Go ahead.
So let's go 1.
The wall being just an early blocker is not helping as intended. He's staying on the field every time. That doesn't make me happy.
Yeah, I go. Get Steiner.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want.
1 Steiny boy.
Actually, maybe we'll, how many cards do you have?
I got 4 in the grit.
I want that. I think I want the Steiner.
Yeah, Steiner's never a bad call to have. I'll get you a fresh cut. Well, the question is, does he play the Steiner?
Pitch 2.
Yeah, he definitely plays Triumph. He's what, a 9K?
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah,
from
the
himself,
Avelio.
It's a 9. Yep.
All right, we're going back to me. Shipping it back. All right. This just got really, really interesting. Really interesting. And I think we go to combat.
Sure. Take it.
Sure.
Bump him.
Sweet. Then I think what we do from there is we pitch. I think we pitch Dodaluma and Refia, and we play Wall again.
Sounds good.
And we'll look at the. Look at that. The hits keep on coming, but I think we take Arc. Then I think we have another play. We don't. We just pass.
5 cards in here.
Yep, we got full 5 in lay grip.
I think that kind of sucks seeing Cosmos go to the bottom.
It did. It did. There's 2 in the deck, so hopefully I can get a second one into play because it's made some things pretty awkward.
Yeah, the man fixer helps when you're running 4 colors.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Pitch Agrius, play Beatrix.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think we pass.
All right, cool. We're going to draw 1, a 2. Yeah, we love that.
And the reason I pass is because I don't want him just to get a free 4-drop wall. The better one.
Right, so we're going to pitch that, and we're going to play that.
Yep.
No, he only gets a 3.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
free,
so
okay.
he'll either get a Luneth
Yeah,
or a Refia
yeah.
back.
Okay, which is still I think more valuable than that right now.
Yeah. So then I think I pitch. I don't know what I pitch. I think I go to combat.
Sure.
Swing with Walt.
I'll block with Beatrix.
And she's what, an
She's
8K?
a 9.
So what do I do? What do I do here? I think I can get ballsy. I think I play Bismarck.
Okay, so you're going to turn into a 4K.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll pitch the other one. Yeah, I think we're okay with that.
Okay. And then we pass.
Card's name?
3. A fresh 3.
So I think we got 1, 2, 3. We'll keep this card 1.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Actually, I think I respond to that.
Okay.
Build it on the stack. We're going to break Tama, pitch these, play Warrior of Light.
Okay.
And I've got the Cosmos in play, so it is a very legal play.
That it is. Let's see. Oh. I think we just passed after that.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So I think I go to combat.
Yep.
Hiya! The double light party attack. We're doing it,
I'll
boys.
take
Say
that.
that every day.
That's the
You
first
don't,
time
and then
I've
I'm just going to
ever
ship it
seen
back.
that.
The Warriors of Light like to stick together.
Alright, so let's go. I think we do this. And this we play Steiner.
Yeah, Steve's
Yeah,
coming into
draw.
play. Yeah, get that free rip.
Two cards in hand.
2 in the grip.
Go to combat.
Yeah,
Let's attack with the thing.
you got it.
Attack with Tron.
Sure. Man, for a deck with 16 EX bursts, I sure don't like seeing them.
Then I think we'll pass.
Alright. Let's see here. Well, that's awkward. Alright, Steiner's a 9K. Let's see. I guess I will go to combat.
Yep.
Swing with Walt.
He's just a 7.
He is just a 7.
I'll block with Steiner.
Sure. So he'll die.
Yep.
And I'll get a. You know what? We'll get a Luneth back.
Sure.
Then I will. Do I do that? Yeah, I pass.
2. Alright, so I think my play here is pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Tap here. Kitchen. Destin. Play a Ramza for 3.
Well, we're gonna stack. We're gonna put his coming into billet. Does he have a come into billet?
He does not.
All right.
He does not. So, but he is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. So before we go to combat,
Yep.
we're gonna deal 9K to him.
Okay.
And that'll reduce Ramza's power.
Sure. So it's still main 1 though.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing that during main 1. Nah, I'm supposed to do that during. Nah, I'm supposed to do that during the beginning of combat. when you declare combat. That was when that was supposed to happen. So, yeah, I actually did not want to do that during main one. I wanted to do
Okay,
that at the
that's
start.
fine.
That was supposed to be at the start of combat when you start to declare attackers. That was the idea.
Okay, that's fine. So then we'll swing here.
Yeah, we'll eat that. And oh, sweet, we'll go ahead and kill him with Cecil's Burst.
Swing here.
Yeah, we'll take that. Sweet, we'll kill him with Cecil's Burst.
Swing here. You know.
Oh, he doesn't have
No,
it.
he lost safe. He lost
Yeah.
safe. You're right.
Yeah, remember that, boys and girls. Start that at the start of the combat step, not during the main step, because otherwise you get blown up. Yeah.
Back.
All right. 1, 2. And Ramza is how big now?
8K.
He's an 8K. All right, I'll tap this. For blue, we're going to pitch that. We're going to play Refia.
Sure.
Let's see. I'm going to go to combat.
Sure. He's a 9.
He is a 9. Yes, that takes 2K less.
That's fine.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to pitch this. I'm going to have Warrior of Light Hackathon Chair Triton.
Okay.
He's a 10K, and he'll take 2 less on the crackback. And then I'll pass. Yeah, he's back. The Ram's a 2K. Nope. Pass him?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I think I tapped this for green. Push that. Play Arc.
Yep.
Go to combat?
Sure.
Swing with Luneth.
He's out it.
He is a 7, 8, 9. Swing with Refia, who's also a 9. And then I think I pass.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
And I think I pass back to you.
All right. 2. This is very interesting. Let's see. Guess I go to combat.
Yep.
Swing with Luneth.
He's a 9.
He's a 9, yes. That takes 2K less.
I'll block with Ronza. I'll Leviathan.
Sure, I'll respond. We'll do the damage back to Ramza.
Okay, I'll skip to that. That's the SFIII first, actually. Fuck me.
Yeah, that was really bad. That was really lucky for me. And
Double burst.
It was the back-to-back. The first one was fine.
yeah,
Yeah, it was the back-to-back one.
yeah, and also too, that's one of my big things, which is why I play aggro decks. I do like to play really fast. So, like I said, next time, make sure I'm clear that I am doing that at the start of combat. I wait for him to go to combat before I do that because I could change lines and things like that. Remember, friends, for tournament play, be clear. Don't be like Drew.
Like me?
All right, so now it's time for game 3, and you get the choice of the.
I go first.
All right, so after that game, that's kind of how that's in a nutshell how the deck is supposed to work. And you know what? If you're playing it in a tournament, all you need to do is have it work once. You just need it to work once. That's going right back to the bottom. Those are terrible cards to have. These are fine, I think. Yeah, I mean, I have no choice anyway, but if this was an opener, I would most certainly keep it, so it's not bad. All right, we're going to draw 1, a 2. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pitch. We're going to go pitch Ingus Refia. We're going to drop Sarah, which she lets you get a Warrior of Light from the break zone back to your hand. So I think we'll just grab the Refia and pass it right back. This set has a lot of value backups like that. Like I pretty much that's a 2-drop backup in the right deck, which is always good. That's a Lancer. We like those. It's a good card. Yeah, we're getting big. We're going wide real fast with those backups. Yep. The Steiner Recliner.
I think we pass after that.
All right, well, this just got a little weird. So I think what we do is we're going to tap this. I'm going to pitch the Leviathan. We're going to play the Refia.
Yep.
I'm going to pitch this and this, and we're going to play Warrior of Light. And I think we pass it back. Put some early aggression on the board, and obviously, you know, with him accelerating the backups like that, I have to expect the forward to come on the next turn. Yeah, that's the guy. He's a good egg.
Sorry.
He's a soldier. Oh, he's fine.
No, he's not.
No, he's not a soldier. He's a knight. Correct.
Bards is a soldier.
Cards name?
Oh, I got two fresh boys. You've got 3, 4.
4.
Oh, that's good stuff. It's good for you.
I think we pass.
All right, so I have to be wary of a Bismarck play. Which means, what do I do? Do I make him have it? That's the thing. Steiner's a 7.
Yeah.
I'm a 9, which means I'll go to 4. So Steiner will kill me unless I do this. So then I think I go to combat.
Yep.
And then I swing with Warrior of Light. So that way he wouldn't die because he would be he'd be a 5K. No, Steiner would have still killed him. I think my math is wrong there, but that's fine. We'll pass it back. I don't like putting those Cecils in the yard, but he's proven to be useful. Oh man. That's the one that, what does that guy do?
He makes my Lightning Knight cheaper. The
Triton, that's right.
And he makes the 2 cost backup of 1 cost.
Ooh,
backup.
that's really good. Seems good to me.
He also does something for a third card that we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, the third card is yet to be printed.
Ooh, Opus 6 coming in hot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to discard a card.
Oh, that's fine. Boop.
And then I'll pass.
Sure. 1, 2. All right. Well, I guess I go to combat.
Yep.
With the Warrior. The Warrior. And then I think I just pass. Excuse me. It's gross. Seems like hand management with this deck is really important, and you got to have the right cards for sure. It's some really awkward hands sometimes. That's the problem with playing cards. Decks that have just a lot of light and dark cards, man. Just sometimes they make things really, really awkward. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good card.
That's what we play. And then, actually, I think we do it this way. Let's do it this way.
Mhm.
We pay 3.
Sure.
And then I think we pass.
This is awkward. This is awkward. Or do I just... Yeah, I think I pitch that and that. We play wool.
You can't.
Oh, you're right. I don't have Cosmos. You're right. You're absolutely right. Poop. Poop. Let's poofaddle. Well, poop. We don't like that at all. We don't like that at all. Then we'll go combat.
I take that.
And I think we just pass it back. We got 5 in the hand. We're legal. We're going to the next turn.
Alright, so I think what we do, we go here, play Duke.
Yeah. Duke, Duke, Duke. Duke of Earl.
We get this guy.
Yeah, card's good. Let me get you a fresh cut there.
And I think we go plan for 3.
Yeah,
Go to combat.
sure. At the start of combat, we're going to play Cockatrice on Ramza. He can't attack, block, or receive damage this turn.
Okay. I think we pass.
All right. We're going to go 1, a 2. Ouch. We don't like this. No, I think we do. Actually, I think we do. I'm going to pitch these 2. We're going to play that. We're going to search our deck for as a job warrior flight. You have how many cards in hand? 4. 4. Okay. I feel like two things are going to happen. I'm either A, let's see. And Ramza's a
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
okay. Yeah. Let's see. So 2 things can happen. Alright, so 2 things can happen here. 1, I can activate Warrior's Light ability, blow up Ramza, and then I get blown up by Bismarck or a Leviathan. Those are the 2 possible things. Because then at that point, you can just swing with Ramza and I'll lose 2 on my board. But, I almost feel like it's worth it just because that guy can just wipe my board every turn. So we're going to go ahead and go for it. We're going to target Ramza with that. Okay. Then I think we just pass. I think that's what we do. But there's also a chance he has another Ramza in the hand, which is very, very possible. Which means I probably should have attacked with these 2 last turn, with them both being 8Ks and taking 2 less
I think we go to
damage.
combat first.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we take that. Ouch. We don't like seeing that get flipped.
1, 2.
Swinger Steiner? Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that. Yeah. All right. All right. So what do we do here? I think we swing with Warrior of Light. I think that's what we do. Or do we do that first? Let me think about that. No, I think we swing with I think we swing with the guys we should have swung with last time first.
I'll opposite name.
Sure. Then I think we swing with Ingus. Then I think we tap these two, we pitch Arc, and we drop Wool. And then I pass. Yeah, Steiner comes in hot. I'm afraid to block because of Bismarck, so we take that. Yeah, we'll take that too. Man, where are the EX bursts at? Boost Mobile, where are you at? Yeah, Gordo. Yeah, and that searches for Avelia to get it out of the deck. Let me see what's happening here. Yeah, we don't like that. Very interesting. What's in here?
Get a hit.
All right, so let's see what happens here. We're gonna go 1, 2. All right, so things have gotten interesting here. I think what I do is I go to combat.
Yep.
And we'll swing with Refia.
Okay. What's your?
Oh yeah, let me do that first. We're gonna give Warrior of Light Brave, and I'll say forwards can't be targeted by EX bursts.
Okay.
So we'll swing with Refia.
She's 8K.
She is an 8K currently. That takes 2K less. Sure. We'll swing with Ingus. Swing with Warrior of Light. So I think second main, I'm gonna tap this, pitch this, and I can't. Oh, yeah, this. Yeah. We don't like that. Yeah, we tap this, pitch that and that. We play Cecil, target him.
Okay.
And I think we pass.
Card name?
2.
Be smart. So,
Yeah. He gives all knights 1,000?
yeah, all other knights.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
On that?
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that's fine. No, he's definitely big enough.
I know.
No, he is definitely big enough.
Attack with bombs.
Who we breaking?
break.
Sure.
Dingus.
Boop. And we will take that. That's fine.
Tackle Steiner.
How big is he? He's an 8K?
8K. Yep.
8K. I'll step in front of Cecil. Go ahead.
Target himself. So 7, 8, 9, and 11.
11. Yeah, we'll take that.
And then let's go. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Card.
Yeah. Sure.
Pass.
1, 2. All right, let's think about this for a second. All right, so how big is Ramza now?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
He's a 12. Okay. Let's see here. What can I do? And you're at 6 damage, huh?
Mhm.
All right. All right. I guess we'll go to combat.
Yep. What's your announcement?
Let's go ahead and give. Let's give him 2K and Brave.
Sure. Okay.
We'll swing.
I'll block with Gordon.
Let's see. And all right, so yeah, okay, that's fine. So his ability's gonna happen. He'll take 0 from that.
Yep.
Let's see. I will swing with Wool.
How big?
He is 9K.
I'll block with Steiner.
How big is Steiner?
10.
I will Bismarck.
So you're having his power
Yes.
to 5.
It's rounded down. So he's a
Yeah,
what is
he's
he?
a 10.
11.
He's a
10.
10.
Okay, so we'll go to 5. Yeah.
That's fine.
And then I'll pass.
Okay, go to combat.
Yeah, I think you actually got it.
I,
I think you have it because of Tonberry, honestly. Because my only play is I'm going to scoop it up to you. The only play I have is Hecaton Chair. Have him take out Triton for 9. Then you could just reduce his power to 7.
Yeah.
That's the only play I would have. So yeah, you got it. All right, that was fun. 3 games.
No.
So all in all, not too bad. Personally, I think for as janky as this is, I felt like that had a really hard time just because you just couldn't kill my guys.
It was just damage reduction. Like anytime this hits the board, though, like I kill a lot of your valuable stuff.
Yeah.
You have to prevent this from attacking like the turn it comes out. And because usually when I play him, he's gonna have haste. Like you have to deal with it like right then and there.
Oh, absolutely.
The last game, I never drew any summons,
Mhm.
and like they would have been key in a lot of moments, but I shouldn't have them. So.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I like the way this deck performed. I think some of the key interactions there were definitely Cecil, his just coming into playability. This card is insane. I think it's slowly and surely becoming my favorite card in Opus 5. I think Wall obviously really good. Enough good can't be said about him, and then just this guy just being able to get big and just feed off of the other warrior lights. And even honestly, even playing Light Wall a couple times didn't feel bad because he just gets a lot of value. He puts another warrior light in my hand, and on the way out I can get another guy. So overall, I think that could use a little fine tuning. It was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's basically just that guy.
Yeah, he's the reason the deck works. I don't think it works without him.
Yeah, I will say like. I never really got to. I never really felt like I wanted to play that. Although I feel like it's okay against that deck.
Oh, sure.
But
it is.
It just never. I would rather have like a forward most of the time. I was pitching it for him.
For sure.
I mean, Steiner was really good. I play Zidane, I think, every game.
Yeah, he's a good card.
So, I mean, Zidane's on a night, but
just the value you get with the 9 cards is worth it. I think if anything, there's never once where I played Dataluma, though I think against water decks he could be good, especially if you Bismarck him. If he blocks and you Bismarck him, he's still doing his full 8K to something, which is really nice. Unless you have a Minwoo out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and this deck currently doesn't run Minwoo. I think these guys usually get so big they don't really need it.
I think if anything, if I would change anything, I might look at almost turning it into like a Fusoya type deck. You maybe drop the Datalumas for the 3-drop Cecils and put in Fusoya to. But at that point, you're playing a different deck, so maybe not.
Yeah.
I think the way this deck worked was fine. Star Sybil can probably go down in the count, but the idea is if you don't hit Cosmos, you're using her to put stuff into play for free, which could be good with, if I needed a Luneth or if I need, during combat, I can drop that in and be like, all right, cool, now my guy's another K bigger.
I think that's expensive, though, especially since part of the value of that is grabbing an 11 character and you only have Shampoo.
Yeah, you're also losing value, too, because you're KO into play like a 3-drop generally.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very good.
Though I could cut it down to 2 and maybe put 1 Gravitron in there, because that with Carbuncles and, not Carbuncles, with Hecaton chairs and cockatrices, I think that feels good. So I think that's a very playable thing. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Let us know what you think in the comments, and by all means, if there's anything we can do to improve these decks, or if there's something you want us to play on here, shoot us a list. We'll give it a shot and we'll talk through it. But for now, that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.